Hi everybody, it is Jared with Day Traders FX. How you doing this fine Monday afternoon? Hopefully pretty well. Just wanted to talk to you guys about a little currency pair that I'm keeping an eye on this week. I have not wanted to trade this Euro Aussie too terribly much because it's been kind of wild and crazy, but it's starting to look pretty interesting. And one of the reasons that I'm bringing it up is because I think there's really an equal chance that this could go either way. And so that's even better. Some of these pairs that have a setup where it's a really clear buy signal or a really clear sell signal, those are fun, but this has got pretty clear buy and sell signals, and I kind of like that. So let's talk about what we're looking at here. Here's the daily chart. You can see that, there's been a steady run up on this one, and then it's kind of started to consolidate in this little descending channel right here. Now, nothing too crazy coming off the descending channel. We kind of have a little bit of an inside day. It's just kind of hopping around here. What I think is starting to get pretty interesting is this shorter term channel right here where it kind of topped out. You can see this around pretty much 149.65-ish area. Looks pretty interesting. So we kind of had a topping out up there. It made a nice breakout. Look at this on the 1 hour chart. Made a nice break of this channel. Consolidated, broke out, came back, beautiful retest of the channel, and now it's just kind of hopping around. So here's a couple of things that I want to see happen on this currency pair to make me want to get into this. First off, if this were to double top, for example, run up, hit that previous high back here, which would still be the backside of this trend line, kind of a double test of the backside of that trend line, and then start to move down, that would be pretty excellent. And I think we could get some nice, trend lines in there, depending on how that kind of played out, what kind of movement we got up there. We get some trend lines in there, sell a double top / trend line break, and really just trade this puppy right on down. We've got a nice weekly pivot here. We got a daily pivot, a weekly pivot, some other dailies, a big weekly down here. So there really could potentially be some pretty big profits on this one. Now, the month of August is not a huge trending month, but neither is July, and we saw some huge moves there. So I'm just kind of leaving that open as a possibility. If it, gets up into that general area and were to work its way back down to this weekly pivot, there's 250 pips there that I want to get a little piece of. So a double top would be something that I would definitely be interested in, and kind of a secondary channel below this trend line and kind of, just wedging its way up in there, getting a breakout. That's kind of item number one or scenario number one for the sell side that I want to see. So that's where I want to see this thing sell off, is at that trend line break. So that would be pretty fantastic. Number two is a possible opportunity to buy this thing. So if it stays below, it's going to get a little tricky. Let's just be honest with this. If this stays below these highs, that looks good, and it may even want to make one kind of spike. I'm really going to watch the closes, the opens and closes here. Daily candle, I think, is going to be very important. So if this daily candle stays below this this area right here, then I think we're good for the big sell-off. If we start to get daily candles opening above the trend line and opening above this 149.65 area, then I want to be long, and I want to trade this thing to the upside. So my sell-off turns into a breakout up. So that's where I want to see some movement happen. If this starts to, once again, if it starts to really start clearing these levels, and this is, again, 149.65. We start getting daily candles opening above this, then let's be ready for, I'll just clear some of those guys out. Let's be ready for some movement to the upside. Let's be ready for some, some 4-hour daily candles starting to, how do you like my candle drawing? That's pretty great. Starting to open above this 149.65. And I'd like to see that on any time frame, but really specifically I want to see it on the daily chart. I want to see some opens up above that area, and then I'm going to take this thing long and start trading it to the upside. So I think that's a pretty good opportunity as well. But it's going to be, a little bit of a slow, steady mover, so we're going to have to be kind of patient with it, but I think there's some good possibilities there. You can see the daily chart there's a couple of areas to watch, right? We've got, if we're just kind of looking, let's go back to the 4-hour chart for just a second. If we're just looking at, this recent run right here, that's a pretty good recent run. And so if that's going to be our symmetry movement that this, heads into, that takes us into 152.12, 152.15. Let's just go back to a larger time frame, like say a daily chart. Do we have anything interesting around the 152 area? What do you know? We have these exact highs right here. So just that little short-term symmetry takes us perfectly, exactly, almost to the pip, right up to those highs. So there's a nice little area. There's a nice decision point happening at 149.65. Daily candles above that. Let's buy this thing and trade it straight up. If it consolidates and gives us a double top and is rejected off around that 149.65, again, we're looking for daily levels, and it starts heading down, then we're going to be looking to short that and trade that lower. So trade that double top, or we're going to trade that breakout with a daily candle opening above. Either way, it looks pretty good. Head on over to daytradersfx.com, click on join, and come over and check out our trade group, see what you think. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care.